The Sainsbury's controversy, and oh my god, is this an ugly and stupid story, and my paying it forward will probably accomplish very little beyond amplifying idiocy and promoting Sainsbury's, neither of which I'm very comfortable doing, but I felt that this was worthy of note because it seems like an example of conservative extremism, which I think really ought to be countered, so here we go. The source of the apparent twitstorm is a Sainsbury's television commercial for Christmas, which depicts a family doing, I don't know, sentimental stuff, enjoying Christmas, I should imagine. I haven't seen it myself, I confess, but I think it's fair to imagine it's not the sort of content that's going to give rise to public outcry, unless for some reason you really hate Christmas, which I suppose is understandable, or unless you're deeply concerned about white representation. I mean, yeah, it just sounds funny to say, doesn't it? I'm really concerned about white representation. Fuck off. Okay, so I'm gonna extend the benefit of the doubt and assume that the people who are complaining about this are rooted in what on a good day we might call a desire for a strong, unified sense of British identity. In which case, they should be happy about what this campaign is doing, shouldn't they? I mean, again, I haven't seen the ad, but from images and descriptions, it looks to me like a total affirmation of bog standard working to middle class Britishness. But even if 100% of the supermarket's advertising, seasonal advertising, features non-whites, how is it not representing British values? You know, Britishness, whatever that is it's not for white people. It is for anyone who wishes to fold themselves into the particular strain of classical liberal democracy that is the broad consensus of these isles. So why do you give a shit about the skin colour of the people chosen to represent those values in a TV commercial that you probably shouldn't be paying any attention to anyway? Unless somehow your complaint isn't really about values. I stand with moderates and conservatives insofar as they err on the side of reason, so I will try to appeal to reason by saying this: that to be anxious about which skin colour it is wherein Britishness is manifest is not a concern that accords with reason. It's driven by unconscious impulses towards lineage selection, which is, like bowel habits, a very interesting subject in its own right, but not the sort of thing around which you should be shaping race policy, either personal or legislative, unless you're the sort of person that believes race politics is connected to everything, in which case you need to go to the other shop, because we're not doing any of that here. Not that race politics isn't necessarily connected to everything, it's just that, you know, I've got to pull focus at some point, right? So I'm against using skin color to shape value policy, because as far as I can see, to do so incurs no benefit. And if your platform is going to err on the side of reason, then by definition it has to be towards what is beneficial. To the best of my knowledge and intuition, forming an inseparable bond between skin color and ideology is not beneficial to anybody. Race arguments like that aren't worth having. You know, disagreements over which culture is the best, either universally or for a particular location, those are disagreements worth having. And they'll still be going on in 1,000 years' time. In the year 3000, those conversations will still be happening. But you know what conversations most likely will not be happening? Discussions about skin color, because the high probability is that by that time everybody will be uniformly beige. And people won't be able to say, well, you only think that because you're black, or you only think that because you're white, because there'll be no such fucking thing. And history will make a joke of people that attached so much importance to it. So don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. Thanks.